So the first thing I'd like you to do is to sit with your bum on the seat, your feet flat on the floor, your spine upright, your chin slightly tucked in, and allow your shoulders to drop. You can do this with your eyes open. You can do this with your eyes closed. So just settle. And as I say, do this with your eyes open if you'd prefer. And as you settle and soften, don't collapse inwards. Keep your body upright. Shoulders back. Allow your breath to just come into the body. And now turn to the modality of hearing. So just turn your awareness into your ears. And I want you to listen in 360 degrees surround sound. So you'll begin to hear air conditioning. You'll begin to hear traffic. If you're at home, you might hear other people in the house. If you're in the office, you might hear other people in the office. Now, normally when we listen in combination with thinking. So we're going to let go of the thinking and just listen with curiosity. And when you listen with curiosity, all the sounds begin to flatten. So they all become equal. And also you'll notice that the sounds begin to lose what we call their valence. That is that they all have the same emotion, a neutral emotion. So if you add thinking to sounds, some sounds are nice and some sounds are disturbing. If you drop the thinking, however, all the sounds are neutral. So there's no way you can have an argument with that motorbike that's screeching down the road. There's no way you can have a reaction to the birds singing or the people next door. That would require you to analyze the sound and think of it. So just this attention to sound through curiosity helps us to understand that all the sounds can be equal. Every time you hear something and you feel yourself reacting, there's a little bit of thinking going on. So just take that judgment away, take that need to categorize things out of the equation. It's a sound. It's just a sound. Okay, and come back to eyes open if you've had your eyes closed. Just sit for a moment and notice how that feels. Maybe you want to shrug your shoulders, roll them. I want a glass of water, excuse me. So it's not often that we listen to the world in that way, but this is just playing with modalities, changing from sound being good or bad, pleasant, unpleasant. All the sound just becomes interesting. All the sound becomes equivalent. And in this way, we're learning one of the principles of mindfulness, which is not fixing. So often in our lives, one of the things we do is we have something happen and we need to immediately grab hold of it and fix it. We need to make it go away, or we need to make it come here, or we need to move it in some way or reshape it. And this idea of not fixing is actually very helpful in our business life and in our personal life, because it allows us to enter into a relationship with other people without needing to fix them. And so actually this very simple practice of being with sound, not reacting to sound, not fixing or changing the sound, is a way of practicing how to be in relationship with something that has an ability to make us feel different things. So that it's a practice when we go and talk to people, when we work with people, when we relate to people. We can also approach it from this non-fixing stance. So that's what mindfulness is beginning to teach us. It's beginning to teach us how these different modalities that we experiment with in our practice in mindfulness then translate to the wider world and the other facets of our life where we want to use our mindfulness. So before we close this video, let me give you a task to take away. I want you to have a go on the go. Next time you're agitated by someone, try going into this non-fixing mode. You don't need to shut your eyes. You just need to become aware that agitation makes us want to fix. And then use some of the ideas that we've been exploring, such as leaving more space for them to talk, leaving more space for you to listen, and not trying to rush to fix. This is a really powerful technique, and it doesn't mean that you're accepting the status quo. Have a go, and then go on LinkedIn, join our group Coaching on the Go, and let us know how you get on.